I'm Charisse.
And I'm Holly. Thanks for tuning in to Ask Mom.
And today we're going to be talking about athletics and your period.
Because we've had every combination of period video, but we get asked about...
Our next one's going to be eating in your period. What you should do when you are sitting at the table.
It's amazing how many scenarios there are for things that girls worry about with their periods.
Driving in your car in your period.
Laughing with a friend.
And your period. Eating a banana in your period. There's going to be so many period videos that we're going to do. It's going to blow your mind.
Every week.
Blow your mind
Every
in
week.
your period.
Every week, a new segment. So the first thing I want to say is a lot of girls will run late with their cycle, like they've missed a month or two, and maybe they're playing a club sport at the time or some very competitive sport. And so they think that maybe their period isn't there because of their sport. Well, I really don't think playing normal, daily, competitive sports is enough to make your period go away for a month or two at a time. Maybe a week late, maybe a few days late, because stress on your body, a lot of stress, and exercising a lot is stressful for your body. Right. It could delay it by a day or two or a week or maybe even 2 weeks late or something, but it's not going to make you miss months and months of your period. The kind of exercise that does that are people training to be Olympians.
Marathon runners.
Where all day long they're training, and school is like a 2-hour segment of their day, and the rest of the day is all training.
Right.
So particularly if you're sexually active and you are an athlete and you think that maybe your period isn't there because you've been working out a lot, I would go take a pregnancy test.
Right. Could be because you're having sex a lot instead of working out a lot.
Right. Yeah, or working out and having sex a lot. And so you need to, and you don't even have to have it a lot to be pregnant. So I'm just, little caveat, because sometimes girls are worried about why their period isn't there. And so we need to understand why it ebbs and flows. Ebbs and flows.
Ebbs and flows.
Mm-hmm. So the good thing about your period while you're playing athletics and sports is it often helps your mood.
Yes. The athletics helps your mood, not the period.
The exercising.
The exercising, yes.
Yeah, so the exercise can often help you to have a better attitude. It actually releases little
endorphins.
Gets
you more oxygen to your brain.
It makes you feel better about yourself. And it is a good thing to be active during your period for that reason. Because sometimes girls think, I should just hole up. Well, you only need to really hole up if you're having a horrible, crampy, headachy day.
Yes,
and maybe even then a little walk would be good for you to get a little fresh air and then come back and hole up again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exercise can help with very mild cramping. Sometimes it just gets your body going and things flowing a little bit better.
You're playing a sport that has, where you're going to be sweating.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not using a tampon and you're using just a pad, make sure that before you exercise that you have a fresh pad in there. All right? You don't want a pad that you've just had the past hour or so that actually has blood on it, that when you sweat will smell like a dead fish is between your legs. Is that not right?
Exercise makes some girls stop completely. So I can usually be like 99.9% confident that if I go out for a run, I'm not going to bleed at all the whole time I'm out for a run, even if I'm running for an hour or something. And maybe half an hour after I get back, it all sort of comes back and resumes. But for some girls, it really brings on a lot of heavy bleeding because bodies are just made differently and they do different things. So you're going to have some trial and error until you figure out how your body responds to being in sports and what products you're going to need. So like Charisse said, if you're using a pad, change it right before you go out, particularly if you know that you're like a bleeder while you exercise. And then
change it right when you're done. As soon as you stop, go back into the bathroom and switch out your pad.
Right. Even if you know you're going home to take a shower and stuff.
Yeah.
Go home, take your shower, and then change again. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to waste a pad for a little while or whatever. And if you're just light, like you don't bleed a lot or whatever, it's fine. Just change your tampon. Change your tampon to a regular or a slender regular or whatever, and then go out and do your exercise, and then you can deal with that later when you shower at home. If your flow is really, really heavy and you're going to use a tampon while you're exercising, I'd use a panty liner too, just because you're probably exercising in shorts and you want to take a risk of anything escaping the tampon because maybe your flow is a little heavier that day. And then the last thing is your body releases hormones during your cycle, that kind of relaxes your ligaments and your muscles and stuff like that, for good reason, because when you are giving birth, the same chemicals are released in your body and it helps to relax everything so that you can give birth. But slightly more likely that you could pull muscles or, you know, fall or whatever. So anyway, that's what we have on athletics in your period. If you have more questions, you can send them into our YouTube. You can post them right here on the video, or you could send us an email at hollycharisse@yahoo.com and we can try to answer those. Otherwise, check our channel. We have so many videos on periods. It's staggering. So go
amazing, blow your mind.
So go type in period and see what pops up. I bet there'll be something that will help you today. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm Charisse.
And I'm Holly. Bye.